Today lecture is on pedigree analysis. In this lecture, we will come to understand what is pedigree chart, and what is the application of pedigree chart, and how this chart is used to identify the genetic disorder which is present in a family, and what is the mode of inheritance of the disorder in the family. So this topic is very important in the genetics, and there are number of questions being asked in various examinations. So what is pedigree? The pedigree means certain recorded ancestry or the lineage of a person or a family. Pedigree chart means the diagram that shows the genotype or the phenotype of a particular disorder, a trait that is present in a family. Now, mostly the genetic disorder is being studied in the pedigree chart. And by studying the pedigree chart, the most important is that we learn the pattern of inheritance that is following in the family. And thus, the pedigree is very important to have the in-depth knowledge of the disease in the family. And if we come to know the pattern of inheritance of the disease, we can think of certain alternative way to get rid of the disorder. Now, the person who is first identified himself or herself to be affected by the disorder is called proband, and then the family consult the medical professional, to find out what is the mode of the inheritance of that particular disorder. It is very important to know the standard symbols being used in pedigree chart. This slide shows the various symbols being used in the pedigree chart. So the male is represented by square, the female is represented by circle. The affected, that is a person having the disorder, having the square and the circle being filled. The half filled square and the circle represent the carrier, the heterozygous. And these are the other few symbols that will help you to analyze the pedigree chart. Now, what is mode of inheritance? There are two sets of chromosomes in our body. 22 pairs are autosomes and one pair of X chromosome in female and X and Y in male. So, there are number of mutant gene present on autosome and sex chromosome, and this mutant gene gives various type of genetic disorder, and this genetic disorder follow the Mendelian mode of inheritance. There are also number of genes which are present on cell organelles like mitochondria and the chloroplast. We are dealing with the genetic disorder in human, so we will deal with the mitochondria. So the mitochondrial genome have mutant gene which gives certain mutant phenotype, and thus the genetic disorder due to mutant gene present in the mitochondria can also be studied. So to study the inheritance pattern of the disorder, we have to know what are the gene and whether the genes are dominant or recessive and present on the X chromosome or Y chromosome. Thus, the mode of inheritance of any traits are of following types, and we will study one by one the different mode of inheritance: the autosomal dominant, the autosomal recessive, X-linked dominant, X-linked recessive, Y-linked, and maternal inheritance. So in the next slide, we will be learning one by one the different type of mode of inheritance in a particular disease. So to start reading the pedigree, first we have to find out whether the trait is dominant or recessive, and if it is dominant, whether it is present on sex chromosome or present on the mitochondrial genome or present on the autosome. And next, if it is dominant or recessive, so it is X-linked, Y-linked, whether it is autosomal. So if in a pedigree chart the trait shows, the disorder shows that either of the parents have the trait, that is among father and mother, anyone is having the disease. So the trait is 100% dominant, and that specific disorder will not skip a generation. That means that in that particular pedigree chart, not a single generation is there who is devoid of the particular disorder. Now, if the trait is recessive, then neither of the parents will have the trait. Means if the genetic disorder is due to recessive gene, so both the parents will be normal, okay, will be heterozygous, okay, and there is no disorder in the parents, and there is a skip of generation. One of the generation is having no disorder. As for example, in X-linked recessive trait, the males are much more commonly affected than females because only one X chromosome can affect the male, but for the female to be affected, that among the two, both the gene should be recessive on both the X chromosome. So the male is highly affected in X-linked recessive disorder. But in autosomal trait, both males and females are equally affected in equal proportion. So to start with the mode of inheritance, one by one we will study what will be the mode of inheritance. First, we begin with if the disease is autosomal dominant. So that is the trait, the genetic disorder is due to dominant gene present on an autosomal chromosome. So in that case, the genotype of the male will be homozygous recessive because the disease is due to the dominant gene, and the affected individuals will be either homozygous dominant or heterozygous. As for example, this pedigree chart shows that the male is affected means the male might having the homozygous dominant or heterozygous disorder. But since the male is affected and the female is normal having the homozygous recessive gene, and the both male and females are affected but they are normal female also. So the male will be heterozygous and the female will be homozygous recessive. Thus the male and the female is affected as well as the normal genotype is present. Among the genetic disorder, there are various number of genetic disorder. The most common is the myotonic dystrophy, Marfan syndrome, Huntington syndrome. The next slide will show the autosomal recessive. So what is autosomal recessive disorder? The disorder which is due to recessive gene present on the autosomal chromosome. So here the genotype of the normal female and male will be totally opposite compared to autosomal dominant. So the normal male and the female will be either autosomal dominant, yeah, homozygous dominant, yeah, heterozygous, and the affected one will be the homozygous recessive. And here what we said earlier is skip of generation. See, both male and female are unaffected, and here the female is being affected and male is normal. So this is autosomal recessive. In autosomal recessive, it is found that both male and female will be affected in equal proportion. Though it is showing that only female is affected, but both male and female is affected. So these are the few of the genetic disorder which are due to autosomal recessive, like phenylketonuria, cystic fibrosis, alkaptonuria, sickle cell anemia. The next slide we will learn what is X-linked dominant disorder. So X-linked dominant disorder is that the genetic disorder due to dominant gene present on the X chromosome. So the normal male will be the recessive gene present on X chromosome and the Y chromosome. The female will be having the both the recessive gene, that is the homozygous recessive condition. The male will be affected male will be having the dominant gene and it is in the hemizygous condition because only one X chromosome is present. The female will be either homozygous dominant or heterozygous. So this chart shows the X-linked dominant one. See, either of the parents is affected, there is no generation skip. All the generation having the affected individuals. The male is being normal and the female is affected. The female genotype will be either homozygous dominant or heterozygous. But since the normal as well as affected individuals are there, the female genotype will be heterozygous, X dominant gene and X recessive gene. The male will be having the X recessive gene and Y, and thus we will get both the affected in equal proportion, male and female, and normal male and female. The genetic disorder are Rett syndrome and double cortex syndrome. The next slide we will learn the X-linked recessive, which is very common and very interesting. It is interesting because when both the parents are normal and only male will be affected. See, only males are affected. So in a pedigree chart, if you see, both the male and female, the husband and wife are normal, and only male is affected in the subsequent generation, it is 100% X-linked recessive, because in the autosomal recessive, though the male and females are normal, the husband and wives are normal, but both male and female are equally affected. So, but here only male is affected. Here the genotype will be just the reverse of X-linked dominant one. Just see the genotype of the male and the female in the normal case and the affected one. So, if you consider the first pedigree chart, we can find that the male will be having the X dominant A and Y, and the female having the X dominant and XA. The female will be heterozygous, and thus we will find the normal male, normal female, but affected male is also there. So now this affected male, when marry a normal female, they will be having the normal individual, because the Y will pass to the male and the X will pass to the female. And since the female was normal, one of the normal X chromosome will help to make the male normal, and one of the X chromosome of the female and affected chromosome of the male will make the female carriers, and thus the X-linked recessive will be having the male to be affected in all the generation. But there might be some exceptional, as in the case of this pedigree, the second pedigree, where we can find that the male is affected, that is a X recessive Y, recessive A and Y. Suppose A is the gene which cause the disorder, and the female is normal, okay? The female is carrier. So you can find the female to be affected. The X-linked recessive is very less frequency of having female to be affected. Now this affected female and the normal male will give all the male to be affected, because we know that the male is highly affected by the X-linked recessive disorder. So the disease belong to X-linked recessive disorder are color blindness, hemophilia, muscular dystrophy. See, this is a muscular dystrophy, and in autosomal recessive it was in autosomal dominant, sorry, it was also autosomal dominant, it was myotonic dystrophy. So this is how we can come to know whether the disorder was present on the autosome or sex chromosome. Now we will come to the next slide and find out the disease due to Y chromosome. So this slide shows the Y-linked inheritance. So if the person is suffering from certain disorder, and the disorder is due to presence of mutant gene on Y chromosome, though the Y chromosome contain the least number of gene, the number of gene present in the Y chromosome is minimum, but the disorder, the mutant effect of gene present on Y chromosome gives rise to several number of disease in male. Here only male will be affected, because the Y chromosome is present only in male, and thus you will find in all the generation the males are being affected. The most common disease, the most common symptom is a hair present on the ears of the male. This slide shows us the maternal inheritance. As earlier said, the mitochondria is present in the cytoplasm of the female egg, and when zygote is formed, the sperm do not contribute with the mitochondria, but only the mitochondria of the female is contributed in the zygote formation. But nowadays it is found that few number of mitochondria also come from the male partner. But here it totally shows that during zygote formation, the mitochondria comes from the female side, the maternal side. So the mutant present on the mitochondrial genome will lead to certain disorder, and thus if the female having mutant in the mitochondrial genome, all the progenies in the next generation will be affected. So this pedigree shows the female to be affected because of the mutant gene on the mitochondria. So both the child is affected, both male and females are affected, and when the male affected male is married with a normal female, all the progenies are normal because the male will not contribute the mitochondria, defective mitochondria, to the offspring. But here, since the female is affected and marry a normal man, all the offsprings are affected because the female carry the mutant gene present on the mitochondria genome. Thus, in the maternal inheritance, if the female is affected, all the progeny will be affected in subsequent generation. And next, there are number of disorder among which the mitochondria encephalopathy, the lactic acidosis, and LHON are few of the disease which is caused due to mutation present on the mitochondria genome. Now, this slide is very important because this slide will make the summary of how to find out whether the pedigree chart shows autosomal dominant, autosomal recessive, X-linked dominant, या X-linked recessive. So if we study this slide, we can come to know the easiest way to find out what is the mode of inheritance of the disease. So if the parents, if the parent, that is husband and wife, are normal, the offspring having the disorder, the genetic disorder, and if there is a skipping of generation, okay, so if yes, means if the parents are normal, offspring having the disease, and there is a skipping of generation, so it is due to the recessive gene present either on the X chromosome or on the autosome. So if the husband and wife are normal and offspring being affected, there is skipping of generation, it is recessive disorder. Now, is female affected? If the female is affected along with the male, it will be autosomal recessive. So if both male and female are affected, or only female is affected, it is autosomal recessive. But if no female is affected, only male is there, only male having the genetic disorder, it is X-linked recessive. So in X-linked recessive, only male is affected and the male and the husband and wife are normal. Now, if the husband and wife are not normal, if any one of them are affected and there is no skipping of generation, that is, the trait is due to dominant nature of the gene, whether present on the autosome or sex chromosome. The next point, if the trait is passing from father to the son, the trait is passing from father to son. If it is passing from father to son, then the trait is autosomal dominant. The trait is autosomal dominant. But if the trait is not passing from father to son, it is not autosomal dominant, but it is X-linked dominant. So if the trait is not passing from father to son, it is X-linked dominant. Now, if the trait is passing from father to daughter, 100% the daughter is affected, it is 100% X-linked dominant. But if it is less than 100%, it is autosomal dominant. So by studying this summary by chart, we can come to know what is the mode of inheritance in very quickly and very effectively. Now, let us try one example. This is a pedigree chart which shows that the female is affected, the husband is normal. In the next generation, the female is affected, the male is normal. Again, in the third generation, both male and females are affected. So first we can easily say that since the male is affected, the one of the parent is affected and there is no generation skip, so it is either autosomal dominant or X-linked dominant. So let us find out. So first try out whether it is autosomal dominant or X-linked dominant. It is found that if it is autosomal dominant, so the genotype of the female, since affected, will be heterozygous, not homozygous, because if it is homozygous, so all the progenies will be affected. But here we find both affected as well as normal. So it is heterozygous female and the normal homozygous recessive male gives the affected individuals and normal individuals in equal proportion. Okay, it is found. in the next generation also it is same. So you can say that it is autosomal dominant, but again you have to check whether it is X-linked dominant or not. So in the X-linked dominant, we found that the female to be heterozygous, not homozygous, because if it is homozygous, all the male and female will be affected. But here, the male is normal, the female is affected, the female is normal also. So the female is heterozygous and the male is X carrying the recessive gene and Y chromosome, and thus we get in this we can see that both the affected male and female and normal male and female. Again, in the third generation also we get the same result. So we can see that both X-linked dominant and autosomal dominant showing the positive result. In some of the pedigree you may find that both is being accepted, yeah, but in nature it is not so, because a gene mutant to a particular disease will be present only on X chromosome, yeah, autosome. So to find out which will be the correct one, we have to omit one. So since in the summary we find that ki father to son या father to daughter, so here we find daughter to daughter या daughter to son and daughter. So it is 100% X-linked dominant, not autosomal dominant, because in the summary we have learned when the trait passes from father to son, it is autosomal dominant, but here it is passed from the daughter to son and the daughter. It is X-linked dominant. But sometime in your examination they will give you the name of the disease, and then if you know the name of the disease, whether the disease belong to X-linked dominant, yeah, X-linked recessive, yeah, autosomal dominant recessive, you can easily find out whether it is X-linked dominant, yeah, it is autosomal dominant. Lastly, what is the application of the pedigree chart? The application of pedigree chart is much important in human population, because since we belong to a group of individuals feeding interbreeding among ourselves and we have certain ethical issue, we will not be able to find out the mode of inheritance of the disorder as it is found in the plants. The number of progenies in F2 generation in plant is much higher. We can easily go for the linkage analysis and we can find out the position and the mode of inheritance, but it is not possible in the human. So it will help us to find out the pattern of inheritance. Thus the disease can be eradicated from the family by consulting the doctor, so that the progeny having the disorder can think of marrying a person having no disorder. So the genetic counseling will help to get rid of the genetic disorder. And second, in animal husbandry, it is widely used to produce good hybrid, which will give good productivity and disease-free hybrid. Thus, the pedigree chart shows the mode of inheritance and how to calculate and find out the inheritance pattern of the disorder.